Before beginning, be sure to adjust the touchdown distance to be within the operable range of 50 to 250 microns. First, taking care to not bump the probe assembly, place the Vivo small bone stage onto the measurement plate. Line up the holes in the measurement plate and begin threading in the large thumb screws. Take note that the bone stage is free to rotate 45 degrees in either direction. Now, position the bone stage so that the bevel of the reference probe is perpendicular to the length of the black bone rail, and tighten the large thumb screws to lock the bone stage in place. Then, lower the head unit down using the knobs until the probe assembly is almost touching the bone rail. Loosen the small thumb screws. Reposition the white fluid tray so that the bone rail is centered directly underneath the probe assembly, and then retighten the small thumb screws to lock the fluid tray in place. Next, grasp the sample with the bone clips and position the sample so that it is flat, perpendicular to the bone rail, and resting on the bone rail. How not to position the sample. The sample should be sitting flat and not at an angle. The sample should be resting on and supported by the bone rail, and not floating in the air. The measurement sights on the sample should be centered on the bone rail, and not off to one side. The sample needs to be centered, resting on, and perpendicular to the bone rail. Ensure that the positioning of the sample allows for travel to the planned measurement sites. Before tearing the scale, fill the fluid tray with the appropriate solution, if needed. Be sure to tear the scale before lowering down the head unit to achieve the proper reference force. The sample site is now ready to be measured. After the measurement has been made, lift up the head unit by the plastic cover at the base of the metal arm and adjust the knobs on the bone stage as needed to move to a new measurement site. Gently lower the head unit down and make a new measurement on the new site.